Okay, what you just seen me doing, you seen me do it before. I found some more tarsal glands in my freezer in there, so I just went ahead and put vodka on them, and I've got them sitting here on a shelf in my garage. And what I will do, I'll let them sit there and tincture out for about 6 or 8 months or even longer. And what I think I'm going to do with that is when I go to mixing another concoction up of my own, I'll add some of that to the bait and lure, or the bait, and use that as an additive to some of my baits. But that's what you see me doing there. I'm actually getting ready to go and check my trail cameras out, so you all can come along with me. And if I've got any pictures of critters that checking out my bait holes, I will put them on this video here. But you all can come along with me and we will go do this. I think we're going to scratch going and checking them there trail cameras tonight. We've got some clouds rolling in. It's been raining here off and on. I haven't been home all day. We had to go to Buchanan, West Virginia, to my boy's National Guard armory. He got his sergeant's stripes today, and my dad pinned them on him, so we had to go do that. So I haven't been back home very long, but we've got some rain rolling in here, so we'll go do this some other time. It might be next week before I get this video out to you all, but I will try to get it out there to you. That's my little dog there. Well, I'm headed over to my dad's. I'm gonna go unload my freezer. This is Sunday afternoon. I went and bought me a 13 cubic foot freezer to put my hides in, and to put some extra meat in if we needed it. But I got to go unload that, and then I'm going to go back up here on the hill and check my trail cameras, and you all can come along with me. But if y'all know anywhere where I could send some of my hides off to get them tanned, I'm looking for a place to get that done, and I'm going to try to sell a few of them, or give them away as gifts. But if you know of a tannery, let me know in the comments below, and we will try to get them up there or take them there. But I'm in the process of looking for a place to do that. But anyhow, I'm going to head over here and get this little job done, unloading this freezer, and then I'm going to head back on the hill, and I'll take y'all along with me. I didn't get to do it last night because a storm rolled in, and I didn't want to get wet. So we'll go check all these, and then what pictures I have on these, I will put them on here. Okay, I have some of my homemade baits and lures here in this bag, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit more bait in here. I got 2 bears here on my trail camera, and then I got some raccoons and stuff of checking this out. But I'm going to put some of my own bait in here, and we'll see what happens here. But I got my trail camera right there behind me, and this bottle here, it's just here for eye appeal. But what I will do, I'll put a little bit of my coyote turd lure on this, and we'll see what happens here. See if we can get a coyote coming in here checking this out, and then I'll put some bait in that hole. Just put a smear of that on top of that thing, on that bottle, and we'll see what happens here. Now I'll put a little bit of bait down this hole, and then when I get you off the tripod there, I'll show you how deep I've got this hole worked out. But I figured I'd get a bear up here because we've been getting them on our trail camera. Actually, here's a little bit of my liquid bait I was playing around with last year. Well, I can't get the lid open on this one. Put a little shot of that down in there. We'll just use some liquid bait here. Got a little bit of this right here. And I did catch a cat on this last year. I caught a bobcat back there on the ridge with this, and you've seen that picture. It was one along that log. But I'll put a little bit of this down in there, and we'll call this good, and then we'll come back here in a couple weeks and see if we got any more pictures on here. Put that tuft of grass back down in there. But every year I come up here and set this up, I always set a trap here. So these are all my baits and lures that I've been fooling around with. And I know what's in every single one of these that's in my bag here. So if they work, I'll be using them. But I'll show you this hole. But you can see that hole there, and I've had that hole there for years. But they've wallered this hole out a lot more. When it first started out, it was only about like that. But you can see that. And I can tell you right now, the only thing I bait this hole up with is my baits and lures that I have made on mine. So I just wanted you all to see this. We'll go on around the ridge here, and we will see if we got anything on my other trail camera, and I'll tidy that hole up out there. I'll show you, this is what we're looking at here. And I'm right on the field edge. Right on the field where it cuts down around and it makes a turn here, and then it cuts straight off here. But I have gotten a lot of stuff out here. I've got bobcats here and coyotes. And I tell you what happens here when I take my trap up. Usually when I take my trap up is when they start fooling with this. They know something's not right in here. But this is just off the corner of our hay mat up here. So we'll go on out around here, and I will show you my other places that I got a trail camera at. For those of you that haven't followed me along, this is our hunting camp up here on top of the hill, and my trail camera is actually, my other one's right out around the ridge right here. But this is our hunting camp. This is up on our farm where we do our deer hunting, and what it does, it just sets up on a flat ridge right here. And I just come from back that way there, but it's just a flat ridge here, and we set clear on the end of the ridge right here. This hunting camp has been up here since 1986, but it's a nice place just to come and get away from everything, and I just thought you all might want to see this. But anyway, we'll put some bait back in this hole, and I got something different here I'm going to try. I got a couple coyotes coming up through here about where I've got the camera sitting at, and then I got a bobcat or two coming up through there. I'll put them on this video, but I really didn't have nothing to check this hole out this time, but they have been traveling up and down this ridge right here. So I'll put a little bit of bait in here. I got some stuff here that I made up. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a stick over there about where you all are sitting with some lure on it and try to entice them over here to check this out. But like I said, everything I'm using here is stuff that I've concocted up myself. And all this is right here is some, I think it's some chunked up deer meat. But I've got a couple different oils on that and some stuff mixed in with that. But I'll just put a chunk of that back in there. Let me see, what is it? Yeah, it's got deer meat in it. And I do have a little bit of vegetable oil in this. So, and I have caught stuff on this stuff right here. I have. So I will, I know it's probably the wrong time of year, but I will smear a little bit of stuff on here. And this lure right here it has a little bit of coyote gland in it. Then I have my little stick right here. Dip a little bit of this in it. And that's a coyote turd lure. This is just a little liquid bait that I concocted up. And what I'm going to do, right in there where they're coming up that road right there, I threw that right there. So we'll see if they come in here. You all will be the first to know because we're coming back here in a couple weeks and we will check these trail cameras again, and if I got any pictures, y'all know that they were in here checking my baits and lures out. But I know that some people might say, well, why do you spend all that time doing that? Well, it's like I told you before, the ones of you that watched my video before, I enjoy doing that, and you never know when you're going to come up with something that will really work. And who knows, maybe someday down the road, if I get something that really works well and I can get it out there, that I don't know where it might take me. I know where I'm working at right now. We've went from about 17 people, we're down to about 4 or 5 people working there now. And maybe 6 or 7 on a good day. So what I'm trying to do is find something that maybe I could do on the side here a little bit. I know I haven't talked a whole lot about this because I never thought that it would be possible for me to do something like this. I trap here in West Virginia. And the way I trap, I'm not no big time trapper by no means. I go out and run the traps that I'm allowed to run, working a everyday job, and I work 7 to 4 o'clock every day. So that's a kind of trap line I run. But enough of that. What I was getting at there is I'd like to have like a little side thing going on that maybe I could help people out with trapping, because someday, I'm going to tell you, we're not going to be able to do this if we don't pass it on down to the younger generation. And we need to try to get the youth more involved in this, because when we're done doing it, who's going to do it? So I don't know, wherever it takes me, it will take me. I don't plan on being somebody that goes out and have my own television show or anything like that, but I would like to maybe get a bait out there and lure that I could call my own and get out on the market. And who knows, if somebody takes a chance on it, it would just make me feel good to know that somebody's using my products. So enough of that. That's just a dream of mine, and that's what I'm going to leave it at right now. So I got to put something in this hole. I bait these, and here in West Virginia, when you've got traps in the ground, you have to block this off. So what I do here I take a tuft of grass, if I was setting a trap here, and I would put that right in there like that. But anyhow, there it is. It's my baits and lures that I have made up, and we'll see what happens here. Okay, I'm up here behind my dad's house checking my trail cameras, and I've got this trail camera here set up in a field right here, old growed up field, and that's all I'm going to say about that because I don't want to give too much of my information away. But I've got my trail camera set up and I got a bait hole right out there, so I'm gonna bait this thing up. And I didn't get any pictures on this one except of me and maybe a couple possums, but we'll go ahead and bait this one up and we'll let it set for 2 more weeks and see if we got anything coming in here. But I didn't get as many pictures in here behind my dad's place as I did up at the farm, and that's what you've seen at the first part of this video. And I'm actually, it's about 5 miles up the road from my house here, so I could technically be trapping the same coyotes up on our farm up there as I do down here. So I'm not going to show a whole lot here. I will show you the hole that I'm going to bait up here, and that'll be it, because back in here last year it's where I had my trail cameras messed with and had my chip stole out of my camera. So I'll show you when I get done with this. But I've got this hole right on a 2-track right here, or a path that comes through this field, and there's brush on both sides of this field right here growed up, and they have this open place to walk through. And coyotes are, just like I heard the guy in Iowa, Logan, say here not too long ago, they're gonna take the path of least resistance. And I have heard that for a while now, but that's, if I was a coyote, I would come up through this field right here instead of going up in that brush right there, not unless I smelt something I wanted to go after and eat. So I'm putting them some food right there in the middle of the road, and hopefully they come check it out. But anyhow, I got this hole baited up. I put my bait down in there, and then I've smeared a little bit of lure on that stick back there. But yeah, it's the dead of summer and it's hot. I don't know how well it will work, but I want to see if something will check this out. So I'm going to turn you around here where you can see my lovely little face, and I will end this video right here. But anyhow, I'm going to end this video here. This was me checking my trail cameras, and there'll be some pictures on this video here of that, what I got on there. I thought the 2 bears up at the farm, that was pretty cool, because that's something we don't see a whole lot around here. They're just getting started around here. But anyhow, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope that people watch it. Don't care if you comment on it or not. It doesn't really matter to me, because I just put these things out here to make memories for myself and my family. So when I'm too old to do this stuff, that I have something to look back on and look what I used to do. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I will see y'all on the next one. I'll try to get another one out there to you next weekend. I hope that y'all are having a great day. If you would happen to like this video, like, share, and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. And get it out there for the people to see if you want them to see my content. I will see y'all on the next one, and may the good Lord bless you all.